BIM actually started long time ago. I bet that some of the companies are already here in this room maybe, or outside. I saw a couple of those, Bentley, RIB, Nemestec, and so on and so forth. Show us that the technology is here. But are you ready to make best use of these technologies in your projects? Yes or no? Please raise your hands. Yes is yes. It's a big yes, but we have to know how we are going to do, because we want to make the difference. And now, as an academic, I have to ask you a very simple question. What's the difference between digitization and digitalization? Is it the same word or is it different? Okay, it's different. Digitization is the key to digitalization in order to be able to help our assets really to make the difference. Fixed assets, physical and infrastructure, IT, and digital assets. BIM is a paradigm, is not a software. We design digital assets, and the digital twin is here to help us to do the things at the same time. So, there is no clear link, therefore, between a project and an asset. There's a distinguished difference. And this is, in fact, that we miss the business opportunity and we are not entering into growth and development. However, we lack of innovation and creativity. Chinese, over the lockdowns, they went through amazing innovations. Myself, with my team, we developed robot BIM, so we put robots into place, artificial intelligence, machine learning, optimizing the situation on the ground. But what has happened? Do we get an asset? What is an asset? Quickly. Value. Exactly. And what do you see in this photo? For me, money. And this is the question. The next question is, how do we interpret really what we see? And is what I see what I really think? Oh, George, don't tell me that your next slide is about Socrates. It's indeed. As for me, all I know is that I know nothing. And therefore, what do we need to do is to comply with the international standards of asset management within the context of building information modeling. However, the pyramid, it starts with the data. The data, the right data, accurate data, should be the pillar in order to make wise decisions. Because we want to eliminate the risks. Are you ready to do that? The two previous presenters, they talk a lot about this. Are we ready? Are you ready to take the risk? To have less risks? Yes, should be the answer. Because I'm looking for reliable and accurate data. And the best ever machine has been designed and developed to collect data is, correct, human. We collect data through the eyes. Hello. Ears. Yeah, test. And so on and so forth. So we're processing those. So it's really important, the information, to go through the right paths. 19650 show us the path. And it tells us exactly what we need. Graphical and non-graphical data and documentation. But can we go through the process? Do we have really ISO 19650 driven projects? I know, for example, Red Sea company, you do that. I know a few other companies here that they do apply. But do we really do that? Are we ready to read, analyze, evaluate, and review the data to the degree can really make the difference to our client? And who is the client? For me, is the person or the company, the legal entity that has the money. How do we call them? Investor. Mr. or Miss Investor. So, what do we need? Asset information models. Because we want and we care about our buildings. If we don't care about our buildings and assets, money are not going to go back. And we can find in the literature review actually plenty of sources on the information management process and how this asset information model should be maintained in order to be able to save money. Do we really save money or do we spend more money? Rhetorical question. How do we create value? Therefore, is the key critical question. I'm privileged to have here one of the co-authors of this report that was being written and supported by Glodon and RICS. Christina, make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you follow up Christina's sessions today and tomorrow. Thank you, Christina, for your kind contribution among the other co-authors. And in fact, is the empowerment of digital building platforms into the building industry, where two buildings, physical and digital, virtual building, will be delivered to the owner as project completion. The owner has to have both in place at the same time, the key and the digital key. Do you do that? Have you done this before? To hand over together the digital key with the physical key to your clients? This is the future. Two keys can open the door for a much better operation and maintenance of the asset and insurance of buildings' sustainable operation. We've been looking for this, and therefore we need to enable further data integration. We saw Oracle before. Most of us were using enterprise resource planning systems. The key question is, can we really design and develop an integrated, innovative platform where Oracles, for example, or Bentleys, or whichever company, Autodesk, can really sit on? The question is, do I have the money, or do I want really to invest to do that? To me, it should be a big yes, because this is how you will be able to generate your revenue and to make the difference. Artificial intelligence is there to help us to go through the digitalization of management decision making by using a range of technologies that helps and enables people, process, and technology to be in a full integrated command. And this is what we say as a transdisciplinary approach. So we're moving far away now from the interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary, because we want the different disciplines to talk to each other, to share the information with each other. And this is how people should act and react. Don't get me wrong, we have lots of political, economic, social, technological, legislation, environmental, and so on factors that can really take us away from that. But no, we need to be looking for the society, the worldview, and the shareholders to work together, because we want to really maximize and utilize all the full range of technology we have in place in order to make sure our built environment is not going to be just smart, but a further stage up, which is intelligence. Therefore, integration, innovation, and intelligence, by developing collaborative culture, is the key that can take us to the future. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.